What's up, Faithpreneur? Stephanie Mays here with SMays Designs with your brand in mind, and today's Web Wednesday, which means I'll be sharing insights and tips on how you can leverage your website and create a better online experience for your customers. Today, I'll be sharing 5 things that you should do to protect your website from hackers. It is so important to have security measures in place to protect your website and the customer information that is collected through your website from hackers. If your website is hacked, it could cause some serious damage that may not be able to be reversed if you haven't taken the proper security measures. The first thing, and probably one of the most simple things that you can do, is to make sure that you have secure passwords when logging into the back end of your website. Now, this goes for administrators, developers, or anyone who might have access to the back end of your website. Everyone's password should be secure and not something that's really easy to figure out. A good rule of thumb is to use a combination of capital and lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols. You can even change your password every 1 to 3 months. And you can do this using a password generator. I know that WordPress actually has one built in to the platform that you could use. The second thing is also pretty simple, and that is limiting the access to the back end of your website. Not everyone needs access to the back end of your website, and for those who do, they should only have access to what is relative to their job. The third thing that you want to make sure you do is keep your website up to date. This includes plugins, themes, software, and any application that's integrated into your website. Developers are always making updates and changes to ensure that software and applications are secure and functioning properly. Having outdated versions of applications and software on your website makes your site vulnerable to hackers. You also want to avoid plugins that have not been updated at all or just in a very long time. Now, this is an indication that these applications and software are not being maintained, and that is a red flag. Now, making these updates and changes might be a little bit tricky because you might run into compatibility issues. So it might be a good idea to just consult with your website developer or to have a maintenance plan in place. This leads me to my fourth tip, which is to create backups of your website. Now, this can be done both online and offline. If you are not a website developer, the easiest route for you is going to be online. You can have automatic backups set up, and you can even have them scheduled to back up your website monthly, weekly, or even daily. This way, if something happens to your website, whether it is hacked or it crashes or you did one of those updates and it caused your website to just break, then you can actually have your website restored to the latest backup file. The fifth and final tip is to purchase an SSL certificate. SSL stands for Secure Socket Layer, and an SSL certificate is an encrypted connection between website browsers and your website server. Now, this prevents hackers from being able to read customer information. This is extremely important because the last thing you want is for your customers' information to be compromised. That's something that will be extremely hard to recover from. You can purchase an SSL certificate, but a lot of times they come free with your hosting plan. Now, to know if your website has an SSL certificate, all you have to do is visit your website and check the address bar. If you see a lock symbol and also HTTPS before your website address, then you have an active SSL certificate on your website. Well, that concludes my Web Wednesday topic for today. Make sure to leave any comments or any questions in the comments below, and if there's any topic that you would like me to address in the next video, make sure to leave them there as well. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Be blessed. Need a new website or just need help with the one you have? Make sure to visit SMaysDesigns.com.